one of the many things that I did, you know, during the divorce, in the midst of, not just before the divorce, I'm talking about during, was very integral in helping my son save his mom's life, while current management was ready for her to die, leaving her to die, imminent danger, and was on call. And if you really want to keep it funky, that's, you know, the whole situation with DJ Booth, and that's you know, shouts to you, my dude, but to keep it funky, like, you know, he called me. I had to ask him why. He said because he couldn't call anybody else. A whole staff of people there, and she's in a damn near a state that is crazy. People know she's in this state. People have seen what happened. They see she's broadcasting from the house. You seeing what's happening. Because it's pre-taped, you don't do anything. You just cut off the feed and leave the DJ guy who happened to think fast, manning everything in the house. Where they do that at? You think if Ellen or somebody is broadcasting from their house that, you know, they would do that? Or Jimmy Fallon? Or the cast of The View? You would have at least 5 or 6 people on call. No, it was just Booth. And when he called me and told me what was happening, there was another individual that was there, that was there and knew. It was damn near like family that happened to jump in and see and help save. Wow. Management sat back and just let it all just happen. So, current management, y'all do the math. Y'all figure it out. Current and only management sat back. I happen to have been in New York, taking care of something before I got to come back down here and start my life. My son is in Florida. You got to get an emergency medical team to come in and try to, a private one. And you got this guy denying coverage. He's denying coverage for this person to come on this, to come upstairs, for these people to come upstairs and save this woman's life. So when my son got to threaten and say, I'm going to call 911 if you don't let them up. You never decided to call in the midst of everything. You didn't even call to see about what previous doctor she might have had that I had knowledge of. You didn't try to follow up with none of that. So whatever went awry, and now you got a person that's just getting ready to, you know. You got a person that's getting ready to damn near die. And they got to have 2 blood transfusions later. But these are also the same people that in the midst of the whole breakup and a distraught person, emotionally distraught person, they decided to pick the management. They, you know, like a real conflict of interest. They bring in people that they got in pocket to be involved. So now the whole control game is at an all-time high. It's all about control. They don't care if somebody gets well. They don't care if somebody is functional. It's about control. And the control that they felt they had after I left, the control they thought I had when I was there, and that was my ex-wife. This person was going through some real stuff before any baby news or anything happened. This is some real stuff happening, and I'm not trying to diss. It ain't about dishing. This is about understanding what a person got to go through. I've had many people in my family, my immediate family, go through stuff. And whoever is on here who have remotely a family member that's really went through something, it's you know, and just because you got money and you go through a whole, you masquerade stuff with, you know, makeup and that, you know, when you take all that off, the person that you are is who you are. I left a lot on the table. You know, y'all don't have to worry about any haters or whoever coming in here trying to, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to give that person any type of energy. And she know who she is, but, you know, whatever, yo. You obviously have some weird obsession. And you really are unfactual. And we know that you lie, so it's all cool. Like I'm just here trying to talk some truth. And I am going to repost this. It's unfortunate that I couldn't do it on my page because, you know, people doing all kinds of craziness, reporting to me. I'm not really doing anything, but, you know, I appreciate coming on here and being able to let you know what it is. No, I am not getting back together with my ex. I'm currently cool. I'm happy. I wish her well. You know what I mean? I'm in my zone. I'm in my relationship. You know, with like I said, someone that's a rider no matter what anybody want to think. I'm trying to surround myself with good people that don't have ulterior motives and ain't just around. You know what I'm saying? I'm still Kelvin Hunter. I'm cool with that. I was Cav. I'm still Cav. I'm appreciating Kelvin. I'm looking at that as a new lease on life. My health and wellness is not a shtick. Ever since, you know, what me and my son went through. And let me be clear about that, just to add some clarity, because I just recently heard something. When it comes to what my strong young king has been through in his life, such a special spirit, special genuine spirit, who's still learning his bumps and lumps, but special nonetheless. What we had to endure as a family at the time, you know, while he went through his ordeal that was shared with millions and kind of misconstrued because he never had any addiction to anything. He just happened to, no different than if I smoked some weed for the first time and I just get sleepy and hungry, but his was not the same experience because of what it was and what he wasn't knowledgeable of. He's very knowledgeable of it now. Because I'll teach him whatever he needs to teach. I'll teach him whatever he needs to know. And all the fundamentals of what he needs to know. That he allowed me to. But what he went through as a result of digesting that and what we had to endure at the time, what Wendy's contribution, along with myself, to trying to save my son's life was what she tirelessly did for her family to a point where, you know, what she tirelessly did was something short of extraordinary during the time when my son was going through what he was going through. Because we wasn't even going through it in the same country. We had to go to Honduras to deal with this whole issue. God bless the dead. Dr. Sabi is probably the last person, one of the last people that he healed was my boy. And when his mom had to endure, you know, what I didn't want her to endure on the other side, being in the jungle, what I knew what she could handle and what she couldn't handle. In hindsight, she probably needed to be there the most. But for as fragile as the situation was, she was not for good merit and for the business that we plagued ourselves with the business that we inundated ourselves with, and not taking more time out. Because if we would have, maybe that would have never happened to my son. But I had to go. And yes, my peoples, the mother of my child was very intricate in helping me through that process. When I had nowhere to turn, and I couldn't necessarily put that pressure on someone who already was dealing with immense pressure. I know a lot of y'all won't understand that. That's okay. But again, this is about truth. So the truth is, I try to do the best I can in my weakest moment in life, because at the time I thought my son was going to die. And if it wasn't for the people who all played a part, he would not be here. Or he would have had to suffer. He don't have to suffer now. And now he's fighting a vigilant fight to make sure that his mom's is good beyond anything. So it's not about getting back to what everybody wants. It's about getting back to yourself and making sure it's good. Through what happened to my son, many people got affected in a positive way. He don't know how much of a vessel, an oracle of sorts that he was. So many people got touched from him in his ordeal, when we had to change our diets 10 years ago. Because him coming back from there, he couldn't eat regular food, so we had to try and all unite to help him. Now that same food is helping getting his mom well. That same food has kept me from being in and out of doctor's offices and with high blood pressure and all that other stuff. And what he's been able to do for many people around him is something short of extraordinary. So no matter what they try to tell you or paint a picture of when it comes to that boy, just know that that boy is special. He's special. That man, young man is special. And no matter what happens, hopefully the respect levels will stay to a degree where, he can have both his parents in his life. You think that's enough, P? I want to give love to all the people that I'm currently in business with, from everybody at Hunter Publishing, all the authors, and the people that's allowing me to handle their projects, to my restaurant partners, Original Prime, my dude Finesse, man, I got mad love for you, my dude, your whole family. I want to give a shout out to my dude, Grandma Owie Music. I'll be on the lookout for that. They about to make major moves. There's going to be a few more things that pop up in the course of how this is evolving out. And I ask y'all to really use your third eye when you're thinking about and seeing what's going on. Don't look at things on the surface, yo. Don't think somebody's sitting here wringing their hands. Don't think somebody's sitting up here being driven by some money. Because if I really wanted to be on that, it's a lot I could have did. It's a lot everybody around me could have did. And I finally could say, from the people that that did do me dirty, from the people that I'm content with what's around me right now. Enough that I could get on here and talk, and hopefully I ain't talk too much craziness. This will prepare me for whatever war or fight that's ahead of me and the fam. People who know me know that, you know, regardless of what picture is painted, I stand tall in what I believe in and who I believe in. What I believe in and who I believe in. And you know, that's about it. I want to give a special, you know, special thanks to that angel, queen. When it comes to Miami Entertainment Law Group, Sean Thomas, people don't even understand. When you got somebody who really ride, who really, you know, everybody, yeah, it's about money and business, and that's what make it go around. But when you got people that go that extra mile for you like that, to a point where they'll go, you know, what's being framed right now, what's happening right now, in order to give people their closure and their real peace. It's something short of amazing. And you know, LaShawn Thomas, you are amazing. And you know, the people that are against that, and they're committing all those heinous acts and trying to paint that picture. The people that's trying to take away from somebody who worked hard their whole life to you know, even if it killed, even if it dissolved some of the most important relationships in their life, whatever. Including me, like you don't want to think that the people that you working the hardest for and making more money off of it than you will put you in a position where you look and being treated like some invalid, where you got to be pushed around in some wheelchair and fed in shores, and you clearly not there yet. Nothing against Insure. Health is wealth. There's much more things you can put in your body. And right now, the person that you seeing, and I'm talking about my ex-wife, the person that you seeing now moving around and getting her wits about her and her wind beneath her feet is all due to my son's relentless work of changing around what was happening. Changing around something that was beginning to be real evil. So again, pray for him. Pray for me and mine. You know. Pray for yourselves.